Hello, and welcome to what hopefully will be the second episode of Growing Chunks. It's been about a month now, and I have finally have some energy. I cannot sleep properly. That aside, last time I made this whole thing. Very happy with myself. So yeah, I suppose I'll just continue on expanding this. I would like to continue doing this in little chunks. I don't want to just start expanding in a circle and all that too much. I do want to be a bit more ambitious this time. I don't want to end up in a loop where I just keep on expanding everything exponentially, since that's not going to work. But yeah, what I'm going to do is probably start off in like a little tree region here, and yeah, I suppose see where this goes. And after maybe way too long, I didn't do this too well, but it is done, and it hasn't taken me 3 hours at least, so that's something to be happy about. And yeah, suppose there's not much more to say. Just it has been a while, so I'm still now for yeah. Okay, now it's ready. So, I suppose I'll just continue on with this. Not really much more to say. But yeah, I'll just build for a bit and see where this goes. Okay, so, yeah, wait. Oh no. Well, I've just realized what I've... Can I recover this? Maybe. Okay. Right. So, this mishap aside, I've pulled the trunk out up more slightly. I've kind of gone, yeah, I've crossed over into the other border. I wouldn't normally do this, but designing the shape of a tree on a tiny cutout is painful for me, and I'm just not bothered to try and make it look all really nice without having some idea of whether it's round or not. I've also moved this branch out for now, because I'm not sure if I'll keep it around. But I have extended the river. I've just terminated it here since I don't really know what to do on that end. And I've started moving the river up here. It's actually looking pretty good. Now, for now, what I'm going to do, well, I'm gonna decorate stuff, make it start moving up more, I suppose. I want some terrain variation, but what I want to do right now is, thankfully, before I started this, I was updating some mods and stuff, and just in case I made a world backup. So what I'm going to do is load that up, take a schematic, and just basically just replace, yeah, just fix what I messed up here. Oh, I am really glad I made a backup, because yeah, this would have been painful to recreate. Still going to be annoying, but you know. Anyways, yep. I have not used Litematica in a while, but I think that's what I need. Now yeah, I haven't used it in a while, so it's a little bit annoying for me to, yeah, should be fine. Yeah, I'm just cut out this section and copy it over, I suppose. Realign it without these functions will be way more difficult. Okay. And suppose I can't really have this render from my perspective, but I will just cut in with the replay mod. So anyways, right, so I have gone and finally fixed this, and yeah, it looks so much better. Now, it's been a few days since I've started this. Don't know why I stopped. Oh yeah, sleep issues. Anyway, right now, I'm just going to continue on trying to expand this. Now, I think I'm going to also expand into this area a bit, because I don't know, I just want more space, and I think it's going to be a bit easier to develop. Plus, I might as well just start off now. Yeah, I can fill in more of the blocks later and all that, but I just want to get the snail done. Wow, this is okay. It just looks terrible placing it like that. Okay. Finish this guy. He was originally going to be a worm, but I know, just that'd be cooler as a snail. Now. Yeah, I'm just going to fast forward a little bit, because this is going to take me a while, I think, but yeah. Anyway. And with a bit of effort, I'm slowly getting things along. So, I have built up the snail a bit. This is, once again, first attempt at a snail, so I think it looks decent enough. I might mess around with it, but it's acceptable. And I have also completed this in a way. I was going to originally build this up as a tree, but just kind of, I don't know, it's slowly progressed into becoming a tree trunk of sorts. Sorry, what am I saying? Into a tree stump. Let me go. Yeah, I'll mess around with it as I go. But so far, everything is looking okay. I have also added this kind of pattern surrounding everything, since well, if you take a look at a normal forest, it does not look this much like puzzle. It is a lot greener, at least the forest I'm familiar with. So I have just added some moss in here. It's still a lot browner than regular forest, but for now it will do. And I will continue expanding, I suppose. Right, I need to somehow connect these trees. I have completely forgotten about these. And actually... I might actually start on this one. Should be simple enough. Fine. Okay. This might actually be surprisingly easy. Say that it's going to start off with a nice shape, then by the time I actually build the rest of the trunk, it's gonna end up horribly mutilated. But we can always try. And worst case scenario, I've got the world back up to copy stuff over from. That was so... It was so useful for all of this. Not having to deal with all of this. Like, if I didn't have that backup, I probably wouldn't be recording this right now. I'd just be trying to fix it still. From footage and stuff. But this is gonna take a while. I think I'm just gonna time-lapse it. So, anyway. It is. Trees are annoying. This is a bad thing to realize after deciding to start this whole thing off in a forest. As if I ever get out of this kind of biome, it's gonna be a while. As much as I regret, as much as I can regret my prior choices, I'm just going to have to get good at trees. Or find an excuse not to use them. But it's the shape is still a bit flat. I mean, like this stump is actually good. I'm quite happy with the stump. This is still quite flat, but it's looking a whole lot better. Like this was the shape that I started off from that. I think that all these bits, all these little branches are just going to be placeholders. Because so far, I just... With, like... Anytime I expand with these, I'm just basically using them as a general guide to where something should be and just cutting it off. Because it is otherwise utterly useless. Yeah, it's going to take me a while. I might actually put on some of Grian's old videos. Just, I think he's got a thing on trees. Because I really need the help. But it is starting to come together. So, yeah, anyways. I actually, yeah, I went ahead and just watched one of Grian's old videos from 8 years ago. It's the little tree one. I'll just link it in the description, I think. Half pointless for me because he's voxel sniper or whatever, but like the general logic of it actually helps me quite a bit here, and this looks decent enough. Like, just expanding on adding tiny little branches to your trees and stuff, expanding from the main branches, that helped me build everything up. Then instead of reforming this, I had the great idea of actually just just painting on some extra leaves here, and it actually turned out really well. Now this is from the failed trunk originally here. I might actually move this out of the way. So this was meant to... Actually, I can just... I can place it out here. But it was actually going... Yeah, so I've had the idea of trying to take it there, because I saw it at a funny little angle. And I want to try and incorporate a little magic-y feeling into this thing. Have it be like a little pond, or it's like a mimic, maybe. That might be the best word for it. Because I've already got the snail and all that. Might as well add random stuff in here. Yeah, there we go. See if I can work an eye or something into this later. But it's a little creature. So the current plan for now, actually forgot about these. I can still work those in. Will be to make more of these trees and start a little kind of... This is clashing now, because I originally wanted to have this be at an entirely reduced scale, to have these just be massive. So that But if I continue on with this is a different scale altogether. It's starting with the scale that this is starting to take on. It's reminding me of maps like, what was it, Windcraft, the server has. And honestly, this might be better. I don't want it to be completely exposed, but I can have my darkened region if I just add enough trees. So right. So I'm going to do is effectively just build up... Hey, this is useless for this, but what I'm going to do is just build up a little forest-like thing. So that I can... Yeah, it's a little forest around here, this general area. And yeah, I'll just start working on it, and so I might leave it off after I've built up a little ring here, started shadowing things in. Let me just remove this while I'm at it. One other thing that I could end up doing is to create this all as underbrush, to just have these branches coming in from everywhere up top, obscuring the sunlight, while never actually seeing where they come from. But that would lead into the problem of, well, the branches need to come somewhere if we're going to have that realism. But yeah, anyway, I will get onto this. Random as it is to just randomly place around these leaves, for some reason I think it's actually helping. I think that the issue may be that it's just all too flat and I need to vary the terrain a bit. But it is kind of starting to look good. I just really need to populate it. It's like playing just an instrument, you could say. one note on its own could sound bad, but if you combine it with a bunch of other notes, it can start sounding pretty nice. So, yeah, I think... Oops. Yeah, I mean, no matter how much I mess around with these leaves, I can always just make a brush and just remove the ball en masse, so I can just kind of experiment. I'm tempted to temporarily leave this other region and just kind of expand here. At this point, I'm kind of stretching the original rules for this world. But you know what? If it creates something cool, then I'll stretch these rules as much as I need to. But yeah, I will continue this, I suppose. Maybe expand a bit. Try and create a little story here. Okay, so I think everything's actually... I think I'm gonna leave things off here for this one, and might patch in some extra like clay and other little stuff in here. Try and decorate it before I head off, but I'm generally pretty happy with how this is going. I've finally gotten something done here, but I think it's actually coming together. It's hard to tell fully how much progress I've been making since putting everything together until I have everything created. It's just gonna look kind of empty. But this little region, I think, is actually looking pretty nice. If it was to be taken into context with a larger world surrounding it, it'd go look a lot fuller. When I need to figure out for next time better ways to vary the terrain, because to say the bumpier it is, the better it can look. Because I don't want to just cover everything with, well, foliage just to make it look good. Yeah, I'll see if I can modify it and maybe add some more lichen in that and leave it off here, I suppose. Right, so I think this is where I'm going to leave things off. Generally, I'm pretty happy with how this has turned out, this whole region. You can see slow improvements on the trees. Anyway, they look decent enough. But I might have to get rid of that one. Either way, it shows how much I'm going to have to do just to get anything to look nice in all of this. It's just seeing the work ahead of me to populate even just a few hundred blocks worth radius. It feels a bit daunting, but so far I'm having a decent amount of fun with this, and I think I'll slowly be able to build up a story with this. I might eventually, I'd hope to try and work some kind of civilization-like thing into this, add like little forest paths and trails, maybe some unnatural structures and all that. But right now, I'm just kind of still keeping to the natural look of things. What I might do regarding the civilization part is first create all of this, and then kind of, once I'm done, try and integrate a society into this, kind of following the Well, natural evolution, I suppose. If you found yourself in this kind of region, how would you adapt to it? Say, maybe build tree homes, and try and expand trails and stuff here. Maybe want to build into the trunk over there next to a water supply. I know, I'd say there's a decent amount of potential. I'll have to, while I work on things, I'll probably revisit all of this eventually if I can improve it. But for now, I think I'm going to leave things off here, and I suppose thank you for watching. And yeah, goodbye.